So what do we do about it? Okay, so what do we do about it? So our response is to identify, understand, and respond to the signs of addiction and mental illness. So just like you're trained to do CPR, physical first aid, I am trained as a trainer, as an instructor, to do mental health first aid. So mental health first aid, I've just got a few slides explaining what mental health first aid is, and it was one of the handouts that you have. So basically, it's like the initial help that you give somebody who is showing signs and symptoms of either mental health or substance abuse problems. I see some of you looking for the piece of paper, so it's this piece of paper that gives you the summary. So you're basically being like a first aider for somebody with mental health issues or substance abuse issues. Like, how many of you know CPR? That's good. Yeah. How many of you know mental health first aid? Okay. So this is what you learn in the training that you go through. So you learn about the risk factors and warning signs. You get information about the different types of mental illnesses. You get a 5-step action plan and also the availability of resources. And this is the action plan. It's called Algae. There's a koala bear there because it actually came from Australia, but now mental health first aid is in like 25 countries. And so we actually go through the Algae action plan, knowing that it's not linear. It's actually, you can be using different steps depending upon the situation. Where can mental health first aid actually help? So you see, it's like CPR. It's more about early intervention. Obviously, in my situation, a mental health first aider wasn't going to help me. I had to go straight to hospital. So I was in crisis. I needed treatment. And who are we reaching? So this slide shows statistics of 2017, and we've got more than 1 million, we've actually got more than 2 million people trained as mental health first aiders, and we have more than 12,000 mental health first aid instructors. And how do we deliver mental health first aid training? We deliver it either in person, in a one-day class. We deliver it virtual, so you do 2 hours of pre-work, and then we come together in a virtual Zoom environment and do the training. Or we do it blended, where you still do pre-work on your own, and then we come and actually train you in person. You'll see on the bottom there are different types of mental health first aid classes, and the 3 that I'm showing you are the 3 that I've been certified to deliver. So it's mental health for adults, for fire and EMS, and public safety, which are like police officers, correction, first responders, etc. And basically those 2 modules are the same as the adult one, but they give examples and scenarios for the specific service. And I know that some people will say to me, I've had this from the fire service and from the police. It's like, well, you don't work in our field, so you don't know what it's like. And I'm like, absolutely, I don't know what it's like. And I'm prepared to like go in a fire truck, go on a ride along, go and see what happens in the community of firefighters and police officers. What I do know is that everybody is human. And so we all deal with stuff in our way. So what are people saying about the course? Okay, let's see. I think I need to minimize, and I need to show the video.
You have to get out of the presentation mode.
Oh, okay, thank you. Escape. Okay. Here we go.
I did it for my community.
I did it for my congregation.
For my family.
For the women diagnosed with breast cancer that I work with every day. I
retired marketing manager.
Corrections officer.
Social worker.
I'm a teacher.
I'm a realtor.
I'm a health coach.
I'm in a band.
I'm a nurse.
Before taking the class, I was unprepared.
To help someone that might be experiencing a mental health crisis.
Someone struggling with depression,
Anxiety.
an eating disorder, schizophrenia.
Drug or alcohol overuse.
A panic attack or a traumatic event.
Suicidal thoughts.
Just when you're feeling blue.
Or someone's just having a bad day.
It could be a coworker, a friend, a neighbor. It could be a client, family member.
A stranger.
Somebody in a coffee shop. It could be anyone.
I think a lot of people want to help and they just don't know how.
Now I have the knowledge to take action for someone who needs help.
I learned signs to look for.
I took away basic tools to help someone struggling.
And in that helping, you may be saving their life. Sometimes topics are scary or intimidating.
I learned to be more confident in asking the tough questions.
How to respond in situations. How to better support them. It's just how to listen.
Places to go to get professional help.
It is like CPR for the mind and soul.
So I've used it with friends and family.
I use it with my church youth ministry.
I've used it with my daughter.
I use the training every day.
Either directly or indirectly every day.
Every day. Every day.
Learn the signs.
Get the tools.
Make a difference in someone's life.
Okay. Okay, I am going to ask you to stand up and stretch. I'm not going to ask you to answer any questions. Don't worry. I just want you to, like, because you've been sitting there for a while, so just like stretch and twist